Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. Today, we're just going to talk about a few different things, not really a specific topic, a little bit more about what's going to happen this week, what I see could happen, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty. You know, I've been saying for a while now, I can't picture them cutting rates. I know there were people that were saying they've got to cut rates. We do have the rate meeting starting today, starting yesterday and going on through today, and then announcement tomorrow, I believe, will be when they give the announcement. And a lot of big earnings reports coming out. And my personal belief is, in reality, they're not pretty. However, I think a lot of stuff's getting doctored to make it look a little better. I know someone out there is like, no kidding. But it does happen because nobody really wants to take the blame for stuff starting to kind of flop and possibly taking stuff with it. You've got Bitcoin trending down to 62,000, I think, 61,000 over the course of the weekend. You have a lot of cryptos really kind of down a little bit, making a slow climb, but a lot of people will say that's because everything follows Bitcoin. And then gold and silver starting to dip a little bit more. We're seeing it at the moment of filming this video, we're seeing it at $27 flat. Now, we do still have roughly $3 premiums on almost everything. We could end up seeing some, if it continues to fall, we could see some of these premiums start getting taken down, which I think would be a good thing for a lot of people out there that are looking for opportunity. Now, if you've been buying regularly, you probably don't really care what the price of Bitcoin or the price of silver or any of that stuff does, because you're not worried about it. You know me, I've been buying silver for a while now. I did end up picking up a couple big orders, and I mean, the price of silver came down $1. Did it upset me? I guess I spent $200 more than I had to. However, I tell myself, will it really matter in the grand scheme of things? Down the road, when the price is up there again. In the short run, yeah, it would have been nice to save a couple $100, but I am worried about it, but I'm not. I'm not, because I'm a long-term stacker. For those of you too, I gotta address this because it's been a comment for more times now than I can say, so I've got to address it. A lot of people said, hey, when are you gonna finish filling up that tube of maple leaf? So this tube of maple leaves that is actually missing some, this was part of a big order that I put in a while back for 100 maple leaves. This was the commemorative, it had the dates for the Queen on it. See if you can kind of see it here. So you can see the dates off to the side over here. So this tube right here is actually not my personal tube. My personal tube I have filled up. This tube is one that I end up pulling them out. Usually I'll trade them off to people. When people tell me, oh, you know those Queen ones with the 2 dates? They don't always even know exactly what they are. They're just like, hey, you know that Queen coin? It has the Queen and it's the maple leaf. And so this tube you eventually won't even see here because little by little it keeps going down in stack. But I keep it. I keep it sitting there because it's easy for me to access when someone asks me about it, or if someone wins a giveaway, which reminds me, if you want to become a member, you have an awesome opportunity right now. It's only $1.99 to click the join, become a member. You help the channel out. It's a huge help to the channel, your $1.99. Plus, nobody just wants to help the channel. You want a shot at winning something cool. So every month we do a giveaway. In fact, the giveaway will be coming up here probably either the end of this week or at some point next week. We should be doing another giveaway for our May giveaway. And the way that works is we do it live. We do something with a random comment picker, random number generator, random. Some days I'll pull out the bingo ball puller, just different stuff to keep it fair. And it's a lot of fun. And to have a shot at winning an ounce of silver for $1.99. Now, I know some people are like, yeah, but the odds of winning, are they high? They're not really that high. I think we have roughly 30 members right now in all, if that. So for $1.99 to help the channel, your comments, they get sent instantly to my phone. I don't always reply instantly. It all depends what's going on, but I try to reply back to every member's comment. So if you would like to become a member for only $1.99, there's some cool perks with that. And I'd love to have you as a member of the channel. You can set that up just by clicking that join button right below this video. So moving on, I had to address that because everybody had been asking me, why is that tube? You haven't filled it. You guys should know by now, if you see it on my desk, it's usually up for grabs or something. I trade with a lot of people. And quite frankly, my collection is stuff like this right here. This happens to be a full tube of Legendary Warrior number 4. So I think that's Alexander the Great. In fact, I actually got a few of them here, as you know. If you've been watching the videos you guys saw yesterday. So the big question is, what's going to happen to the price of silver? What is the bad news? So realistically, if they don't cut rates and we start going into a stagnant economy, you know, a lot of people think that, oh, hard times, silver goes up. You know, that's partially true when world events are in chaos and gold goes up. But the thing is, gold right now has, in my opinion, pretty well, it's up there. It's up there. And as you know, the price has kind of been slowing. We're not seeing any big movements jumping around, but we're not seeing a lot of crisis right now. We did see another bank go under over the weekend, and it was bought up literally over the weekend, and today it reopened as a new bank that quick. The FDIC does not want, and the Fed does not want a bank to go under and then it to be left hanging there, because it gives time for people to worry. And if people start worrying about the truth of the system, about how the system is broke, and essentially they just want to keep printing money and they can't raise interest rates, they can't lower interest rates, they're kind of just stuck there in limbo, like a deer in the headlight look. And, you know, a lot of people worry. A lot of people will start worrying more and more. And then, boom, it could start a chain reaction. Now, I know a lot of people have been saying that, you know, as these banks all start collapsing, it's going to roll out the new central bank digital currencies. That is a strong possibility. They need something bad to happen. They'd prefer to have something bad happen and not have to take the blame for it. But it really doesn't matter, because if you've already got a stack of silver, you've been stacking for a little while, then the safety is right here. Safety is in precious metals, gold, silver. It doesn't really matter what happens. If you hold it, you own it. And you can't really go wrong. And really, the stuff is not, it's pretty to just look at. I actually had someone meet up with me the other day. He was trying to get a couple of, I don't remember what coin it was. I think it was the kangaroos, and I don't know if I have one sitting right here. Is that one right there? Yeah. So he was trying to get a couple of these, and I said, you know, you're going to pay like a dollar or two more. Are you sure you want to, you know, get something like that? You know, when you can just get a generic ounce of silver. And he's like, you know, I really like them. And here's the thing. If you're collecting silver because you really like it, then good on you. That's probably the best way to collect. But if you're buying because you worry about the economy, you worry about what direction it's going, then it could be something like this right here. A last year's Christmas ounce of silver that really is not anything special, but it's cheap. So at the end of the day, you can acquire a little bit more ounces. Is it a huge difference? You might spend a $2 difference between one versus the other. Maybe a little bit more depending on where you get it from. But, you know, there's opportunity in that. You're picking up a little bit more silver versus picking up something that is cool looking, possibly collectible down the road, whether that be a Britannia or, you know, it's a sovereign coin. People will trust sovereign coins more than they will trust something like this. However, skilled people that know what they're looking at will know right off the bat, this is an ounce of silver. It has value. It doesn't have value for what's on it. It has value because it is silver. So with that being said, please, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on what you think they're going to do. They're going to lower interest rates. What is going to happen? Because, I mean, all eyes are really on that this week. So it's not a very exciting video today. That's why I kind of started out touching that right off the bat. But it is a video. I want to try to keep posting, keep the rhythm going for you guys, let you know. And if you guys leave me a comment and it's like, hey, what are your thoughts on this? Then this is nights that I will definitely use comments to kind of address questions, concerns, what people think. By no means am I at all worried if the silver price dips a little bit. We are down to $27, like I said, at the time of filming this, but I'm not at all worried about it. You know, when the system starts falling apart, you're going to see a speed like you can't imagine when it comes to moving into precious metals. I want you to think for a brief minute about what happened during the Great Depression. How quick banks ran out of money. How quick people ran to the bank to get whatever they could get out. Even in 2008, when people started panicking, people were going to the bank and they were on the verge of collapsing then. People just aren't aware of that. The only thing that kept them propped up was the government really bailing out all the banks. And, you know, that was just the start of, hey, if we can do that, we just can print unlimited amounts of money. You know, the truth of the matter is, and they know this, if they could get away with printing unlimited amounts of money, there'd be no point in paying taxes. Why even charge us taxes if it doesn't matter? Because it does matter. They know the more they print, the more that's out there, the more prices are going to go up, and it's going to have a negative effect on everything. So with that being said, keep stacking, my friends. This is real wealth. And be prepared for whatever comes your way. And don't forget to take a few minutes to check over your prep supplies, whether that be food, water, shelter, have a little bit of security, some kind of stuff for barter, and, you know, true wealth. So thank you all for watching. I will see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Y'all take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.